Fresh from a Las Vegas poker room, an elite committee of number crunchers, film watchers, and Zach Lowe podcast subscribers. I subscribe to that podcast. Welcome back, Zach. Fought and toiled and burned the midnight oil to deliver the best segment in all of sports. It's not power rankings, okay? You go to USA Today for that.
It's been that occasion.
No. Go to USA Today and the breakfast buffet right there. Got some wet scrambled eggs. You look at the power rankings. It's time for NBA tiers.
Just one.
All right, first of all, Wildes. Guys, chill out, producer. I'm trying to yell Wildes.
Don't put that up. No one knows where the Wizards are going to be.
Take this off. No, there is a reveal there.
They're
but first,
shocked that the Jazz are off the team. The Jazz?
What the heck?
We're doing the Jazz.
Why are you ruining the show?
Good. I hope you choke. Good. That you deserve it. And to you,
he got me sick.
The USA Today joke is it's not the standings.
Not the standings.
USA
either.
Today doesn't print power rankings.
Are you sure they don't?
USA Today is the standings. Bad talk shows that the sports media ombudsman makes fun of.
Oh, yeah.
Power rankings.
Power rankings.
Us, the committee's tiers.
Got it. That's what I'm
Teams
supposed to explain.
not on the tiers.
The tiers, the friendliest segment is
the tiers. No, that's the mountain.
mean. It's mean. It's nasty.
I hope
That's tomorrow's segment, I think.
No, yesterday's, but we didn't have it. Tomorrow's the Bud list. Now what's not on the tiers with a new team that's been eliminated? Now you can show it, producers.
Okay, here we go.
The Suns.
Oh, wow.
Suns have been eliminated. They are a new elimination.
I
know it's news, you dopes.
Good job,
That's
Nick.
interesting.
Thank you. Have we seen the last game of Kevin Durant in the Phoenix Suns uniform?
We better.
The
I hope
answer
so.
is yes.
Yeah, we better. Man, Nick, I thought they could win the championship.
I know,
when he
bro.
went there.
You
didn't. Don't act like you didn't like
I did not.
You might not have picked him to win the ring, but you thought it was a bad move?
I thought getting Kevin Durant was a good move, but I never thought they had a championship caliber roster, and now it's going to turn out
Epic.
that the absolute high watermark of the Kevin Durant Suns era were those two awesome playoff games he and Booker had against Denver a couple years ago. Remember that? It's like, oh my God, they both scored 40 and it was great. That was it. All right, now to the bottom of the tiers. This actually might be worse than the elimination. Skip the play-in this year.
Oh, yeah.
When the play-in first started, it was conditional on teams being within 4 games of the 8 seed. It was a bubble
I
thing.
remember that.
Yep.
It is not fair to the Clippers or the Timberwolves, who it is right now.
I agree.
That there's a half dozen games up on these teams, and they might have to play them. Meanwhile, the Heat and Bulls are closer in standings, but they're sub 500. We don't need the play-in this season. Next row. We also don't need a couple rounds in the East this year. First round fodder. Sorry, Hawks or Magic. You are just going to get absolutely annihilated if you guys are the 7 and 8 by the Celtics and by the Cavs. Now to the teams more relevant. How'd we get here? If you're Memphis, how'd we get here? We were the 2 seed. We were whooping that trick. We were a popular, trendy team. And then Ja's Instagram stuff and then injury cost you last season. And then this season, you're firing the coach. Ja's playing for half the games. And if you're Milwaukee, how'd we get here? Where the story of the offseason, 1A front burner is going to be, where's Kevin Durant going? 1B back burner is going to be, is Giannis going somewhere? Don't know. Both these franchises, like, how'd we get here? Trying to play spoiler. Oh, man, it's like old 80s, 90s Eastern Conference, back when men were men. Knicks, Pistons, Pacers.
74.
Exactly right. Jeff Van Gundy clinging to Alonzo Mourning's leg. The Pistons really deserve a ton of credit for their season, Cade in particular. The Pacers for what they've been the second half of the year. The Knicks, you're holding out hope that Jayson healthy for the playoffs, they can be what they thought they were going to be coming into the year. But at this point, I don't know that any of us see any of these 3 teams in the conference finals trying to play spoiler. Brew, what is this not?
The standings.
Thank you. Not the standings, which is why the 2 seed and the 8 seed are on their same level of the tiers. Because right now, this moment, KW, if you had to bet a fish tank worth of money on a Rockets-Clippers playoff series, where's your money going, buddy?
Hold on, they're playing each other?
Yeah. The Rockets are playing the Clippers. Round one.
I'll take the Rockets.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm still taking
No,
the
you would. Okay, well then I'm very excited for Kevin Wildes' addition to the tiers be the Rockets are too low. I don't think that's coming today because
I'm just having a little bit of an argument with the Rockets.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same.
That would be interesting.
Right now, the Clippers are scarier, I think, for the rest of the West than the Rockets. And people are like, it's unfair, and the Rockets are going to win tonight. They're playing Utah. Just how I see it. And it's kind of a testament to the Clippers because with Kawhi, fingers crossed, healthy, they're scary. They're a legitimately scary team. Yep. That's not the standings. This is not a rivalry. If you beat one team 6 times in a row, including a Game 7 in their building when you were down 20 late, it's not a rivalry.
I agree with that.
It's a ritualistic ass kicking.
Really?
And they just always win. Was Lakers
They won by a point in 2 overtimes last night without 2 of their 3 best players.
They won 6 in a row, bro.
I do it when Denver beats other teams.
Yes.
I disagree, but that's fine.
Denver was up 3-2. Denver was up 20 in a Game 7 in their building. Minnesota beat them. They were so motivated by that, they let Minnesota sweep them 4-0 this year.
Yeah.
The only team to do that. It's not a rivalry. I don't know why. It's just not. And Michael Malone, Bruce's favorite. It's like, oh, they just play harder against us than any other team. I watched the film. Maybe you guys need to play harder. Next.
They get after it against them.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Very different decade. Here's what I mean. It's absolutely on the board that this is your NBA Finals.
It's on the board.
It's not my pick. I don't think it'd be anybody's pick, but that's the 1 seed and a team that's been the hottest team in the West other than Oklahoma City since the trade deadline. These 2 teams played at the beginning of the decade, every NBA Finals against each other, 4 in a row. Or I'm sorry, 4 in a row. How different it's been if we were to see it again, where the Warriors got back there by still having Steph, still having Draymond, still having Steve Kerr, and the Cavs went through a total kind of multiple franchise remakes to get back to the same place. Yeah. Highest variance. This team, of all of the true contenders, probably has the smallest margin of error, which means bad injury or just, bad matchup, get clipped in round 1. You got to admit, I can't say that's off the board that the Lakers get clipped in round 1. It is. But they also, to me, are the only team in the West that if they were to face Oklahoma City with Oklahoma City at full strength, has a credible shot at actually beating them because the upside of a Luka LeBron playoff series is simply that high. Tatum's time, question mark. And here's what I mean. What do we do with Jayson Tatum historically if the Celtics repeat?
I love this question.
Right, that's a good topic.
Does he pass Karl Malone, Wildes? I mean, seriously.
But no, that's a great discussion.
I know he didn't win Finals MVP, but Isaiah didn't win both of their Finals MVPs.
Right.
He's got almost after this year, he'll have almost half a dozen first-team All-NBAs. I think he'll be up to 4 or 5. I'm not sure which. It's one of the 2. The obvious best player on the team this season. Last year he was the best player even if he didn't have the best finals. If they're the champion back-to-back years, all the guys who have done that, we hold in this super high regard. So is this maybe Tatum's time? And then last but not least, Brew, an all-time team. Wow. They've won 10 in a row. I'm not saying they are going to win the rest of the games in the regular season. But if they do, they win 70. 70. The Bulls did it, Jordan. The Warriors did it with Steph and KD. The only other 69-win teams are all-time teams. They're going to have well over 65 wins, great defense, great offense, and the league MVP. And their point differential is best ever. That's an all-time team, whether we want to admit it or not. That's the latest tiers.
All right, well done, well done. If you can put the tiers back up, I am moving not a rivalry, which I disagree with that. I do think it's a rivalry. Those games are close, they're hard fought. I would pick Minnesota in a series with Denver, but I wouldn't be surprised if Denver got them. And so I am moving, Nick, both of them, the Timberwolves and the Nuggets, up a tier with Golden State and Cleveland. All right?
Wow.
And I'm doing that because it's a matchup thing. I mentioned earlier, for Golden State, which I probably like better than Cleveland, think I like better than Minnesota, but Denver has their number. 9 straight wins against them, no answer for Jokic. So that's tough. But then you stay with the not a rivalry, and Minnesota obviously has Denver's number, 6 straight wins against them. So I think these 4 teams are all closely matched. I got to be honest, of the 4, and I like Golden State better, but the one, if you told me pick one of these teams that's going to win the championship, I probably would pick Denver. Even though I like Golden State to, because of Joker and just the matchup with Golden State and, if they can get past Minnesota. So I just think all 4 of those teams are on the same tier. And those are pretty much, I don't really even consider Minnesota a contender as far as really being able to win the championship. But I would put those other teams as giving them a shot.
The committee is trying to be respectful to the Cavs, because there is only a couple weeks left. They have had a spectacular regular season. Their metrics are good. Their offense is good. Their defense is good. And the reason I'm comfortable having the Warriors with them is because the Warriors, since they've gotten Jimmy Butler, have similar, if you extrapolate, it's the Warriors adding Jimmy, it feels, even though it's very different, about how you had to talk about the Mavs last year after their trade deadline acquisitions, even though it wasn't a star in Gafford and PJ, where it's like, well, hey, this is just a different team post-deadline. The Warriors post-deadline have been that caliber.
For the Cavs, quickly, they've lost 5 of their last 9. I'm not panicking.
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell, Nick, in March, that's 12 games, shooting 37% from the floor, 21% from 3. So they got to get him back.
Real quick on that note. We were talking, could LeBron steal his first-team All-NBA spot, but then LeBron got hurt. Could Anthony Edwards steal that first-team All-NBA spot?
I've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
possibly.
I think so. I think it's on the board.
And I would put, probably Ant would be the guy. Cade Cunningham is in the discussion.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think Donovan's a lock. I'm not saying he won't get my first-team vote, but he's not a lock.
Okay. When we talk about, I'm going to talk about the Celtics. But I have an observation from earlier in the show. Teams that we think are dangerous and that aren't dangerous, just in the West. We put the Rockets, Wolves, Grizzlies, and Thunder in one category of need to see it.
Not the Thunder. I would agree with you on the first.
What's the Achilles heel of the Thunder? Youth and experience.
Yeah, but I just think. Oh, sorry. I don't interrupt your point.
No, it's all right. And then we're talking about dangerous teams. It's all the teams with championship medal.
Yes.
Lakers, Warriors, Nuggets, and even a little bit of Clippers. It's like, I don't know, Kawhi and Ty Lue. Right. I would like the same, but we don't really do that on the East necessarily. But I would like to just add the Celtics have that same championship medal because they are obviously the defending champions. And I know what the argument's going to be. Wildes, the Celtics and the Thunder played head-to-head in Boston. It should have been.
Without Jalen Williams.
Without Jalen Williams. And what happened? They lost. Or, let me give you a glass half full. Maybe the Celtics decide to get ready, flip the switch. Since that loss, 9-0. Offensive rating 124. Defensive rating 109. 8 of 9 wins came on the road. We'll discuss that in a second. So what changed? Obviously, the Thunder didn't have Jalen Williams. Celtics didn't have Porzingis, who was back from a illness more mysterious than Bruce cough. Since coming back about 30 minutes, 22 points, 7 didn't really miss a beat. Shores up the defense, plus minus 87. Best road record, Warriors. I can't really read that anymore.
That's the 73-win Warriors, this year's Celtics,
and the Lakers.
Maybe the greatest team of all time.
Doesn't add up because Josh, a little trivia here. How many games was it? 3 neutral
site games.
Neutral site games.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, the early 70s were neutral site games. Yeah,
Neutral site
that.
games.
Karl Malone came into the league shortly after that.
So I'm putting the Celtics. I don't know if I want to put. I think I want to put them right next to the Thunder, or I would be happy putting a space between them and the Lakers.
A space?
Yeah, don't you have vacant spaces in tiers? Don't we do that?
No.
Really?
That's the mountain.
We've never had like blank, vacant.
I'm not sure. This is
Celtics next to Thunder. Then.
America.
What?
Just real quick, I know we're late here, Dust. Just give me 45 seconds. Here's the problem. Wildes agrees with the tiers because I do have the Celtics where he also would have them because Wildes is the biggest guy of, hey, look at this team's point differential and record. It's the greatest team of all time. They always win the championship. And that's the Thunder
But
this
I don't
year.
like you.
So that's, no, but that's,
I like experience.
so he's fine with that. What made sense for KW today was when times got just a little bit tough, just a tiny bit tough for his beloved Rockets, to rep for them and make that point. The problem is this. Wildes wants nothing to do with discussing Lakers-Rockets, and by his explanation, that was weeks ago when it was 36 hours ago, but we weren't on the air the next day.
It's the second night of a back-to-back.
That happens all the time.
Exactly,
in the
and
league.
we never make a big deal of it. When LeBron passed the ball to the Chicago Bulls, I was like, you know what? Second night of a back-to-back. Not a big deal.
KW?
That's a true story.
So this is the thing. Rockets, in your time of need, when people were starting to doubt you a little bit, KW decided like, I'm not sure if I can believe in him anymore. That was in a layup.
There were some offensive sets that Houston ran where I would stop my DVR and rewind it and say, perhaps I just don't know enough about basketball. And I'd watch it again and be like, nope, there's just nothing going on here.
What's so puzzling about that, Brew, is Wildes also is a big believer that the Lakers' defense is totally fraudulent and no good.
That's true.
Right. So that fraudulent, no good defense. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.